Transcription number 85. Get ready to write. Start. I am dealing with the question of the powers of the government to stop such films. The government has been complaining that they have not got the powers. My point is that the power is there, and if this power is exercised fully and properly, there need be no resolution like this, because the whole purpose of the resolution is that the moral standards of the country should not go down. Sir, in this connection, all that the government can do is to cut out the objectionable part of the pictures. They cannot force the producers to produce a particular type of picture. It is only in those countries where it is undertaken by the government that it may be possible that the government may produce pictures for the type which the honorable members might approve. It is absolutely open to the producers to produce any picture which they think is a best entertainer as well as a good instructor. But you cannot force, and the government has no power, and the government will never have the power, or the House can never give the government the power to force the producer to produce a particular type of picture. It is only a government undertaking that could do that. But in this connection, I do wish to emphasize one point, that these pictures, objectionable or not objectionable, should not be open to boys under a particular age. If you are convinced that these pictures are likely to have a beneficial influence, you must stop them, but at the same time, we must have pictures for children. We all know that Russia, Czechoslovakia, Poland, and other totalitarian countries are having excellent children's pictures, but we must not forget that these children's pictures are produced by the government. There is a double purpose in producing these pictures. It is not only to give instruction and entertainment to children, but there is a particular type of education which they want to give to the children, and particular ideas which they want to put into the heads of the children, and so it is undertaken by the government. It is not at all undertaken by the government. It is not at all an economic proposition. Even in America, they have produced only very few films, and even those that they have produced for children are such that they are very good entertainers even for adults. The only other country is the United Kingdom, which has made an attempt in this direction through private enterprise, but there are philanthropists who have devoted themselves exclusively for this purpose, who, without desiring any profits for themselves have been prepared to undergo any loss, and it is only through those people in the UK that they could produce really marvelous pictures for children. Here in India, we can never expect any good children's picture to be produced by the private producer. I know that the government of India has even set apart an award for it, but that award will be of no avail. It is only deceiving ourselves, and the government is deceiving itself if it expects that simply because of this award, any producer will undertake producing a good children's picture, because it is an absolutely uneconomic proposition and it cannot be done, and the government must take the responsibility upon itself. The information department in its films division should produce good children's pictures, and those pictures should not only be a preaching morals, but they should be good entertainers, and only if we could do that can we give something to the children which would be more attractive and where they will be more interested, and along with the entertainments and interest they could get instructions even without being told that these are meant for education. Then and then alone we can have some good results, and we can save our children, and we can really impart good instruction to our children through such films. Otherwise, when you go to the picture, you are not going there simply for instruction and learning moral. The main purpose of seeing a picture is to have entertainment, and certainly it should not be obscene or objectionable, and to stop that the government has already been given enough power, and I say that the government is exercising that power. The complaint is of a different nature, and that is that our cinema lack purpose. If you see pictures, you will find that out of them 95% are just the same story of a boy and a girl and nothing beyond that. There is no real purpose or real drama except in certain films which are produced mostly in Bengal, and there we find that authors of eminence are there and their works are being put on the screen. There are people for whom we have a very great respect even in the film line, who are very seriously thinking about this matter and who are quite alive to their responsibilities. Such films should be given encouragement by the government, not through the censor board, but by the government. Stop.